Welcome and congratulations on finding your way to this video. This video right here is going to change your life, and it has the potential to put $200, $300, $400, and maybe even up to $500,000 in your pocket within the next 12 months. Now, with all of that being said, I'm gonna ask you for one thing and one thing only: your full, complete, undivided attention. So, go ahead and close the door, turn off the TV. If you're in a group of people, get up, go to a different room, grab a pen and a piece of paper, and let's get started. So this video, I'm really talking to two people, two archetypes. The first archetype is someone who is already in sales, who wants to take it to the next level and land the offer of their dreams, where they can actually make 20, 30, maybe even up to $40,000 in a month remote. And then you also have the other archetype of someone who they know about sales, they want to get into it, but they don't know how. And they need the training and they need an offer. And if you are those two types of people, this is for you. If you are not, please find an exit button. This is not for you. I can't help you. And honestly, okay, you probably can't help yourself at this point, right? Now, let's move forward. You probably have a bunch of questions on, okay, how does this actually happen? How are you gonna put 500 grand in my pocket in XYZ? Well, how that's gonna happen is through the Real Sales Academy. So, you have all of these other sales training and courses and whatnot, and then you have the Real Sales Academy. All of these are complete bullshit, ran by people who don't know sales. They just want your credit card, and they're not gonna guarantee you any results or do anything like that. But then you have the Real Sales Academy, where results is the number one thing that we focus on, okay? This is not a course, this is more of like a college, a university, okay? Where we're gonna bring you in and teach you a real skill set and put you on a real offer in just 14 calendar days. And then you're gonna make your full tuition back within the first 30. Now, I want to make this very clear though. I'm not the guy to promise you millions and sit on here and make a bunch of false promises. Everything I'm saying is based in evidence, in data. So let me actually give you a couple examples. The first one is going to be Joseph. Joseph was a busser who knew just about this much in sales. He knew what it was. He knew there were salespeople on planet Earth. And he joined the program in September of 2023. And in October of 2023, he sold over $100,000 and made over $10,000 in commissions. But then you also have guys like John. He already had an offer. You know, he had started and failed a business, and he actually knew a little bit more about what sales was, and he could sell a little bit, right? And all he needed was polish up on his training and get on the right offer. And he joined in January. In February, he made $23,000. And actually this month in May, while I'm recording this, he's actually got promoted to a manager. So he joined the program, first month made $23,000, and then on top of that, got promoted to a manager. Those are the results that our students are seeing. And it's because results is the number one thing that we focus on. Now, I'm sure your next questions are gonna be, okay, what does the process look like and how can I know this is real? So what the process actually looks like is we're gonna bring the students in, okay? So let's say Jimmy John is a student. We're gonna bring Jimmy John in and we're gonna put him through a 14-day intensive boot camp, okay? Where every day we're gonna be teaching the actual frameworks and everything that you're gonna need to know about sales, okay? Then on top of that, you're gonna have over 50 hours of training. You're gonna have 4 meetings per week to actually sit here and work with you, okay? And then on top of that, while you're actually working through that and after you land the offer, we are actually still gonna sit here and support you to make sure that we over-deliver on the service that we told you were getting. So what you can relate the Real Sales Academy to is less of a course and more of like a university. I like to think of the Real Sales Academy like a Harvard, right? Because everything I'm talking about is data. And so one of the caveats to this process that you're gonna actually have to go through is we don't let everybody in. Straight up, we actually decline about 65% of our applicants. And to mention, if I haven't yet, you actually have to apply for this. Below this, it's not a join button or a here's the price or whatever. It's fill out your application and schedule an interview where my team is going to interview you and see if you're actually the right fit, because we don't want to work with everybody. Our goal is that everybody who sees this video, we get about 3 or 4 people that are actually really good fits for this, who want to do sales, who want to go all the way and want to achieve massive things on planet Earth, okay? And you know, they're at the point where they're like, dude, it's time. And what's real about it is most of you aren't that. And if you're not, you can go ahead and leave the video now. And so the next thing that actually sets us apart and the final thing is I actually have real sales experience, okay? Unlike these course creators and gurus, my sales career started at 18, where I sold over $7.3 million for Grant Cardone. And then he actually flew me around the country to go build, open up, and run his sales teams. And then after that, I was like, dude, why don't I go do sales consulting? So I started popping $500,000 contracts and doing sales consulting, bouncing from place to place. And then I started the Real Sales Academy. So in my time, I have worked with thousands of agents. The Real Sales Academy alone has worked with and placed successfully over over 500 sales reps. And our whole goal is, okay, how can we help as many people as possible achieve their desired result? And so why you have to apply and why you have to do all this is obviously we don't want people who aren't going to take this seriously in, but also if you're going to get things like 4 calls a week, intensive training, call reviews, and all of these types of things, there's only so much attention we have. There's only so many spots that are really available with something like this. And so what I want to let you know is that if you are not willing to work hard, click off this video. If you are looking for get rich quick, get off this video. If you are not looking to have an amazing sales career where you can actually break $15, $20, $30, $40,000, click off of this video right now. Now, for the rest of your questions, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play you a quick video and show you inside the academy what it looks like, some of the results that we're seeing, because I want you to see this for yourself. I'm not going to promise you millions to sit on here and make all these big claims. I want you to actually watch, determine that for yourself. And after that, if you think this is something that you want to pursue, there is a book my application or book my interview button right below this. I want you to click that, fill out your application, schedule your interview with my team, and hopefully we'll see you inside. But I want to say thank you so much for watching. My name is Jacob May, and talk soon. Here's the video.